Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Hanoi Radio and Television News. Right now, let's go over today's headlines. General Secretary To Lam receives Spanish Prime Minister. Party General Committee gives opinions on reorganizing administrative. Hanoi launched 2025 Action Month for Food Safety. On Thursday, Prime Minister of Spain Pedro Sanchez officially began his visit to Vietnam at the invitation of Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính. At the headquarters of the party's Central Committee, General Secretary To Lam hosted a reception for the Spanish Prime Minister. Welcoming Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez and the high-level Spanish delegation on their official visit to Vietnam, General Secretary To Lam emphasized Vietnam's desire to further strengthen comprehensive cooperation with Spain, an important member of the European Union and a gateway to the European continent. The General Secretary emphasized the significance of the first visit to Vietnam by the head of the Spanish government, since the two countries established diplomatic relations, and believed that the visit could have elevated the Vietnam-Spain strategic partnership toward the future to new heights. He also underscored the need to enhance collaboration in science and technology, transportation, and communications sectors where Spain holds strong expertise and Vietnam has growing demand. On Spanish side, the Spanish Prime Minister said that Spain currently has the second largest high-speed railway system in the world and expressed the strong interest of Spanish enterprises in participating in Vietnam's infrastructure and railway development projects, contributing to the country's modernization and dynamic growth. He praised Vietnam's regional and global standing, reaffirmed Spain's readiness to act as a bridge to enhance Vietnam-EU relations. The Prime Minister also expressed Spain's intention to elevate bilateral ties to a comprehensive strategic partnership. Additionally, he pledged that Spain would advocate for the swift ratification of the EU-Vietnam Investment Protection Agreement (AVEPA) and encourage Vietnam to send a delegation to Spain to exchange experiences and lobby the European Commission for the yearly removal of the IUU yellow card on Vietnamese seafood. On Thursday morning, the 13th Party Central Committee officially convened its 11th conference in Hanoi. Delegates discussed 15 key topics with a focus on two primary groups of issues. Party General Secretary To Lam delivered the opening remarks at the conference. In his opening address at the conference, General Secretary To Lam stated that the Party's Central Committee would deliberate on 15 topics with a particular focus on two key groups of issues. The first involved continuous restructuring of the political system, administrative units, and the organization of two-tier local governments. The second centers on preparations for the 14th National Party Congress and the upcoming elections for the 16th National Assembly and People's Council at all levels for 2026-2031 term. Also at this conference, the Politburo will present reports to the Central Committee for review and making decisions on several matters within its jurisdiction. These include personnel issues, assessments of the domestic, regional, and global situation, and key tasks undertaken by the Politburo and the Secretariat since the 10th Central Committee Conference. The agenda will also cover topics related to institutional reform, breakthroughs in science and technology, innovation, and the country's digital transformation efforts. According to the schedule, the 11th Conference and the 30th Party Central Committee will be held over 3 days, from April 10 to 12. Ensuring food safety, focusing on food safety in collective kitchens, restaurants, and street food is the main theme of the 2025 Action Month for Food Safety. On Thursday morning, Vice Chairwoman of the City People's Committee, Vũ Thu Hà, who is also standing deputy head of the Steering Committee for Food Safety in Hanoi, attended and delivered her keynote speech. The city is currently home to more than 80,000 establishments involved in food production, processing, and trading, as well as restaurants and street food vendors. This includes over 9,700 food production facilities, more than 25,000 food trading businesses, nearly 38,500 restaurants, and over 6,800 street food outlets. Hanoi's food production currently meets around 60% of local consumer demand, with the remainder supplied by other provinces. Vice Chairwoman of the City People's Committee, Vũ Thu Hà, emphasized the need to diversify communication efforts, promptly provide updates on the food safety situation, encourage businesses to produce and trade safe food, and publicly disclose violations by establishment through mass media channels. In addition, inspection teams at both city and local levels, along with state management bodies, experts, and relevant authorities, will continue to carry out unannounced and targeted inspections. These efforts include tracing food origins and strictly addressing any violations of food safety regulations. There will also be rigorous oversight of businesses involved in the production and trade of agricultural chemical products, such as pesticide used on vegetables, tuber, and fruits, as well as antibiotic residues and growth stimulant in seafood, livestock, and poultry. On Wednesday evening in Hanoi, the Embassy of Pakistan in Vietnam hosted a ceremony to mark the 85th anniversary of the Islamic Republic of Pakistan's National Day, March 23rd. Speaking at the ceremony, Mr. Kanaya Mari, Ambassador of Pakistan to Vietnam, highlighted the significance of March 23rd as a deeply meaningful holiday for all Pakistanis. It commemorates the adoption of the Lahore Resolution, which paved the way for the establishment of an independent Pakistan. The ambassador stressed the need for countries to work harder toward reconciling differences and building a more harmonious world. He noted that the global community had much to learn from Vietnam's sacrifice for independence, its example of resilience, and its diplomatic and economic policies in fostering an era of peace, prosperity, and harmony, both for its people and for those beyond its borders. Vietnam and Pakistan have a traditional friendship and great potential for cooperation. The relationship between the two countries is built on mutual respect, understanding, and a common aspiration for peace and prosperity in the region and the world. The bilateral relationship between Vietnam and Pakistan has been maintained and developed in all fields. Pakistan is one of Vietnam's key trade partners in South Asia, with bilateral trade reaching over 815 million USD in 2024. As Vietnam and China commemorate the 75th anniversary of their diplomatic ties, January 18, Voice of Vietnam, in collaboration with China's Guangxi Radio and Television, hosted a Vietnam-China press agencies meeting and exchange on Thursday morning. The event aimed to foster friendship and promote exchanges between the peoples and younger generations of both nations. In his opening remarks, Mr. Ngô Minh Hiền, Deputy General Director of Voice of Vietnam, highlighted that 2025 marks a milestone year celebrating their 75th anniversary of diplomatic relations between Vietnam and China. He noted that the two nations are not only close neighbors, but also vital partners across various sectors, with the media serving as a crucial bridge in strengthening mutual understanding and cooperation. The event featured a variety of programs, including the premiere of the co-produced documentary, The Road to Development, jointly created by Vietnamese and the Chinese directors. The film highlights the historical journey of bilateral relations between the two countries over the past decades. In addition to the documentary highlighting the friendship between the two nations, the event also featured cultural exchange performances by Vietnamese and Chinese youth, along with a discussion titled Vietnamese and Chinese Youth in the Digital Media Era. These activities aim to foster a deeper understanding of each other's culture and arts, helping to further strengthen the bonds between the younger generations of both countries. The event also showcased several distinctive forms of Vietnam traditional culture, such as ca trù singing and tàu he figurine making, offering Chinese audiences and youth a glimpse into Vietnam's rich heritage. That's all for today. Thank you for watching and see you next time.